What is up, everybody? It is your girl Nia, the video game her, and I wanted to come on really quickly and make a video. I don't expect this to really be a long video because it's kind of like a thought that I had, and I kind of talked about it a little bit on Twitter. But recently I've been kind of thinking about Nintendo and the Nintendo Garage and all of these new things that Nintendo has been doing lately, and it kind of made me think about Codename STEAM. Now, to those of you guys who have been following my channel for a while, you know that I was a super stan for Codename STEAM. I really dug the whole premise behind Codename STEAM. I really liked the art style of Codename STEAM. I really liked the play style of Codename STEAM. And nonetheless, it was a game being made by one of Nintendo's most esteemed development teams, which is, of course, Intelligent Systems. Now, back in 2014, both Splatoon and Codename STEAM were announced at that E3, and it was a really exciting time because you saw that Nintendo was delving into different genres and delving into different IPs that they don't usually make for those particular genres, and it kind of gave me hope. It gave me hope that Nintendo was finally going back to what they used to do, where they would try to make certain genres in their own likeness, right? We have Splatoon, which is Nintendo's very first crack at a third-person shooter set in a post-apocalyptic world. And unlike a lot of games in that particular setting, it was very quirky and fun and crazy, and it caught on. A lot of people loved it. Nintendo even put the hype train behind this game. I mean, they promoted this game heavily. It did well in the West, and it was a huge success in Japan. We all know this, right? And then when it came down to Codename STEAM, I really feel like Nintendo dropped the ball. I'm not really sure what it is about Codename STEAM. I don't know if it's because of the fact that Codename STEAM came out on the 3DS, so they assumed that Codename STEAM was going to just sell itself simply because it was on the 3DS, and the 3DS has a very large install base. But I'm kind of making this video to say that I'm a little bit disappointed in Nintendo in the way that they treated Codename STEAM. I think that Codename STEAM could really take off if Nintendo decided to give it a try, because to be honest, this is the kind of game that could really do well in the West. And I'm looking at VG charts right now, and Codename STEAM, it released in March of 2015, and you guys know that Splatoon released in May of 2015. So they released fairly close to each other, but of course one of them got the promotion while the other one did not. And unfortunately, Codename STEAM went on to sell 220,000 copies worldwide. 62% of the sales were from North America, which is 140,000 were the amounts sold in North America. In Europe it sold a lot less, in Japan it sold a lot less, and in the rest of the world it sold a lot less. And it really makes me sad because here we have Nintendo making these new IPs, making these new experiences, but kind of having like this half-hearted attempt. And I think that's the reason why I've been so excited about ARMS, because ARMS is another genre that Nintendo is delving into, but they're actually backing it, you know, unlike what they did with Codename STEAM. You have ARMS, which is Nintendo's take on a fighting game. I know everybody's all like, oh, Smash is their fighting game, but it's their take on trying to do as close as possible to like a standard fighting game where it's 1 versus 1. And I know you can do one-on-one in Smash, but that's really not the whole focus of Smash. But with Codename STEAM, this is a game that played similarly to games like XCOM, which does really well in the West. And not only that, but the perspective of Codename STEAM was something that I felt like is something that could be really appealing in the West. You have this strategy game. It's like a mixture of turn-based and action, and it is from a first-person perspective. And to me, I really hope that Nintendo doesn't let this game die. I don't want them to let the series die. I really would like for them to either remaster Codename STEAM and put it on the Nintendo Switch and give it another shot, or I would like to see them continue the series. And one of the really interesting things about Codename STEAM is that they used actual people from like historical events and things like that. And it's one of the very few times where Nintendo uses actual human beings. I know that's a crazy thing to say, right? But they use actual human beings in their games. And I think that in general is something that the West could really get behind. And then the whole art style was something that you would see from games like Borderlands and even the Telltale games. And I really wish that Nintendo kind of would have expounded upon it. You know, I have the game. I bought the game day one. I really wanted to try to show my support for a new IP. I also bought Splatoon as well. And I do also plan on buying ARMS when that does release, because I think that it's good when Nintendo, you know, delves into new genres and they make these new IPs, because they always seem to have like these really interesting twists and turns where they do go out of their norm and try to do these things. But I just kind of wanted to come on here and just say that, like, I'm just kind of sad that this game flopped, man. And I really hope that Nintendo gets another chance. But that's pretty much all I have to say about that. I just feel like Codename STEAM is really the red-headed stepchild of new Nintendo IPs. I mean, I know they make smaller things, like I've mentioned before, Sakura Samurai and Dylan's Rolling Western, but those were meant to be kind of like eShop exclusive types games, not really anything like on the style of ARMS and Splatoon and even Codename STEAM, where they will be bringing these to, like, you know, the forefront. So I don't know if the reason why they didn't push this game is because they didn't believe in it, or if it's because it did appeal more to a Western audience. Maybe they feel that they didn't really know how to market it to the West, or maybe they just don't care about games like this that are more Western centric. I don't really know, but it makes me sad, man. If you've had a chance to play Codename STEAM, let me know. If you have not, that's actually really sad, because this game even has online multiplayer. You can battle other Codename STEAM players online. I mean, goodness gracious. Like, there's no reason why this game should have bombed. Anyway, this video is kind of all over the place because it's more like a reflection type of piece than anything else. So just let me know how you feel about this in the comments below. Would you like to see Nintendo take another crack at Codename STEAM? Do you not care at all? Do you think they should move on? I don't think that they should give... I mean, if Sony can make a Knack 2, why can't we get a Codename STEAM 2? That's all I'm saying. I think that even if new IPs don't do well, I think it's at least worth giving it another shot. But that's just my opinion. Let me know how you feel in the comments below, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.